to do my best Jimmy Broadbent impression. Hey guys, Data here, and welcome to another iRacing video. Sorry, okay, that was terrible. Hey guys, back for a little bit more racing, I think. Back here at Okayama, back in the Cadillac. Still working our way up to Group C. And I don't know if you saw my last video. Man, oh man, that was a fun race. I got intentionally speared by a dude. That sounded worse than it was. Than it was supposed to. So it goes. But he's been reported. iRacing, of course, won't tell me what the result of that report is because none yet. But I can't imagine I'm sure he got at least some sort of a ban. It was... iRacing lives and dies on that sort of behavior not happening. You know, that's really bad for their service, I can only imagine. But that's bygones, and believe it or not, in my last video, as you may recall, well, for one, I screwed up. I didn't show you guys the replays. That was my mistake. I should have done that. After reviewing the replays, I did determine that he turned into me to cause the first incident, and that, yeah, that's all there is to it. He definitely tried to crash me twice. The second time he succeeded. So that's that. And the other really surprising news out of last video, as you may recall, I was like, well, I guess we're not getting out a rookie today. Well, it turns out, despite having something like 11 incident points, iRacing still decided to give me just a massive amount of... a big jump in safety rating, because I was close to one of the edges or whatever. They have this system where if you're really close to being promoted, they just like kind of give it to you. I've had them do that a few times. In fact, if you're like close to one of the whole numbers, so if you got like a 2.95, your next race you'll see a little question mark and it'll say like, oh, this race you're going to get a boost to try to get you over the hump or whatever. So despite having 11 incidences or whatever, I actually did move into Group D on oval racing. Now, don't get the wrong impression. I am a road racer at heart. I love road racing. I think odds are if I'm doing a stream, you're going to be seeing road racing because that's my passion, I guess. Yeah, passion. I'm going to go with that. It seems a little strong, I suppose, but I really do love this stuff, so that's why I do it so much. But that doesn't mean that road racing is just out the window. I definitely could go do some road racing, or excuse me, oval racing at some point. One of the first cars I drove when I got iRacing was the Legends car, and I thought that was a pile of fun. Then we got into the street stock, and I thought that thing was a pain in the ass. And ironically, they made me drive the street stock as a rookie for a while, and they wouldn't let me drive the Legend, but now that I'm Group D, I can drive the Legends, so in fact, you will probably see at least a couple videos at some point of me doing the Legends races. I thought the Legend was a ton of fun, but the new objective is to get to Group C in road race. I didn't even get second for this today. Pretty good. Man, that traction control is strong. That said, if I didn't have it, I would have probably spun out there, so... take the good with the bad, I suppose. Try to trail brake a little bit. Man, that really does, when you do it right, there's time just in trail braking that corner. Oh. I chickened out when I started sliding. Stupid of me to do, because really that would have been fast. Yeah, so Group C. So what do I need to do left to get to Group C? Well, I need to maintain my current safety rating, which is above 3.0. I think it's at about 3.2. So that should be pretty easy as long as I don't completely tank a race. Although at the rate I'm cutting the track right now, you'd think that's going to be pretty tough. And I need to complete either 2 more races, this being one of them, or I need to do 2 more time trials, which time trials are about as exciting as watching paint dry, which is why I don't stream them. But I have done a couple already in the Cadillac. It makes for a nice practice session, it really does. Oh, jeez. A practice session with stakes is kind of a good thing. It's really easy to get caught up in the mentality that, oh, well, this is a video game. I mean, that's not how iRacing wants you to say it, but it is. It's a video game. And this car is virtual, and I can hit reset, blah, blah, blah. You know, I can think about it that way. I choose not to, because I'm a tryhard. But, it's a lot easier even still to think about it that way when you're in a practice session where I can do this, and it means absolutely nothing. This doesn't count. It doesn't count toward my I rating or my safety rating or any of that. None of it matters at all. You know, so when you do a time trial, it's kind of cool that if you think about it like a half-hour-long practice session, and except if you go off track, if you do, you know, if you go off track, it costs you, and if you do well, you benefit from it. They will give you I rating for doing well in the time trials. Now, jeez, I'm just murdering my tires. I need to slow down. I honestly need to legitimately just slow the hell down. But it is pretty cool in that regard. The one thing I hated about time trials for the longest time is that basically your time trial isn't quote-unquote complete until you do 5 clean laps in a row. And of course I hated that because when I was a noob, as if I'm not a noob, implying that I'm not a noob still, really, really difficult for me to do 5 clean laps in a row. You know, a little off track here or whatever, that was pretty standard. But now, you know, with the Cadillac especially, I felt really stable in it. I'm having a little trouble with it tonight, unfortunately, for whatever reason. Could blame it on the weather, but, you know, honestly, I don't know. I think I've just, the last couple nights I've been having some trouble. I've just not, it's not that I'm not feeling it, it's just that it's like, I'm having trouble with the traction. Ugh, man, I just pounded the accelerator. Traction control won't save that much. Damn it. I know people like to go to the outside there. I have so much trouble doing that. I don't know what that is. That happened to me in the MX-5 in Okayama Short. It's happened to me in the Cadillac here in Okayama Full. I really just don't like that corner. That corner complex... Actually, that's not fair. I actually do like that corner complex now. I didn't before. I kind of like it now. But it's tough, man. It's just grueling. It doesn't look like much. But, man, oh man, it is. It's a toughie. Fucking, okay, come on. These aren't exactly burners of laps. I just watched a guy on YouTube do a 129 in this car on this track, and I was looking for, well, I was looking for a little bit of a track guide just to see if there's any big secrets in there. But you know, if you watch a guy do a 129, that's enough of a guide for anybody. His 129 was, first off, it was definitely a hot lap insofar as he was braking late for everything, and you know, like what you would want to do in qualifying, but not what you'd want to do in a race. You know, it'd be too dangerous in a race, and really your tires, I don't think, will last. Not in this car. I don't think you can maintain 29s throughout the race, because he had like a 29.2. It was so fast. But what I was looking for was lines, making sure that my lines were okay. And I'm pleased to report that my lines are okay. I mean, that wasn't good. None of this is particularly good. Off track. Man. This is starting to feel like it's going to be one of those races, if I'm being honest. But anyway, yeah, I've seen what a fast lap looks like. I've also now seen what the interior of this car looks like. The reason I can't see the tachometer or anything else is because my depth of field is so bad, which is because my monitor is this GT Omega Art, which is the chassis I run, it sets the monitor pretty far back, and I have a pretty small monitor. Like, I think it wanted me to mount a television, which I would do if I had one. But I do the field of view calculator, which is almost necessary. It really is. If you guys haven't done the field of view calculator, you really need to. It changes the way you see the game, and it's really important. But the downside is that I can't see anything out of my side windows. I can't even see my dashboard. I can't see the steering wheel at all. All I can see is my guy's knuckles when he turns. And that's why I have no tacho. And that's why I have the sound shift on partially. That's actually specifically that's why I went and got sound shift, is because I wanted to race this thing, and I'm like, I can't see when to shift. I tried doing a couple Spec Racer Ford drives without the ability to see the tachometer, because it's got the same problem for me, and that was, I found, completely unserviceable. But then I'm really pretty bad in that car. I need a lot more practice. Let's go with that. Okay, the race is about to begin any minute now. What we're going to do is we're going to hit into another 3-minute practice session. Then we do qualifying. There you go. And then we race. And it's going to be a 25-minute long race. So you can expect this all to wrap up in about 30 minutes. Maybe just a pinch more than that. Man, big racing games coming out soon. A new Forza coming. We've got GT Sport coming, if it didn't already come. I don't do the consoles, so I really don't care. Unfortunately, I think Forza looks great, though, and it is coming out on the PC, and I've been thinking about picking it up as a kind of goof-around game. I love the Forza series. It's really what got me into more seriously looking at racing games on video games and going, I want to be serious about this. You know, I didn't know any better at the time, so Forza was the closest thing I had. You know, it wasn't Need for Speed Underground, so it was an improvement. Speedy in the pits. God dang it. Idiocy. Does anything have a pit limiter in this game? Oh, I've never even tried the pit limiter. I had it bound to some button. I don't even remember anymore. I think a triangle on my wheel here. But, on my T300 here. But, anyway. Yeah, and then I know Project Cars 2 is coming out. That's looking like it might be good, it might be bad. It's pretty hard to tell right now. This is the first time I've ever gotten off-track cutting that corner. I must have taken a little too much out of it. It's good to know there is a limit, though. It also means that sometimes I've been playing it really close. And I'm actually pretty excited for Codemasters F1. I know we're all really angry at Codemasters for what Dirt 4 turned out to be, but that doesn't mean I can't be excited about their F1 game. Well, this guy likes to go slow. Isn't that cute? Let's pick up off track. I guess I like to go slow too. He likes to take corners really wide too. Oh, yeah, you like that? You like that? Oh, look at that, animated stick. How do you like that? Right in practice, too. ZFG. Man, you could probably make a pretty good argument that that was an overly aggressive maneuver. But it was fun. Sometimes shifting this car is a pain. This is a transmission you really gotta fight it to get it to shift. And then I'll do like 20 minutes through the race, I'll have no problems, and suddenly, oh wait, the transmission's decided not to cooperate for this one corner. It has to do with rev matching. I think the gist is that you have to be within a certain range of the RPMs to shift it. It's not a flat shift car. So, or it's not a. You can flat shift it up, but you can't. You can't flat shift it down. You need the RPM needs to be correct, or at least close. I find that a little surprising and a little bit weird. It's not protection. It's not downshift protection. I don't know what I'd call it. It's just weird. Okay, I'm just conserving the tires right now and taking really early braking zones, going pretty slow. Knowingly going very slow. I just want to keep the tires clean, get them warm a little bit by, driving the car. I'm still doing, 70 miles an hour on that corner. Doesn't look like it, does it? But that's 70 miles an hour apparently. This is apparently 50. 45 anyway. Okay, we're coming up onto the first hot lap, so I'm gonna get pretty quiet. We'll see if I can get a good qualifying lap in. Oh shit. Oh, really? Well, that's gonna do it for my qualifying lap. I'm halfway inclined to just drive slow this lap too. I don't want to though, I want to try. The tires should be pretty clean. But I think I was going really slow down the straight. Yeah, my relative kind of confirms that. Sorry guys, I just lost my train of thought there. Oh, that felt good. Yeah, that was nice. Okay, we're gonna brake just before 100. This is about as late as I ever brake. I got a trail brake in. Just taking a real patient through there. If I slide the car, I lose all the time. Same there. I know I just lost a bunch of my gained time, but at the end of the day, that's still pretty good, I think. Oh, this is a good lap. I'm happy with that lap. I'm really happy with that lap. That's going to be my fastest overall. That's awesome. I love doing that in qualifying. Hell yeah. Oh, we're into the 132s. 132.9. Oh, that's so good. This lap doesn't even matter anymore. I'm not going to go any faster than that, honestly. I'll try, but... Oh, that was good. Trail braking is key on this track. I think trail braking is just key everywhere. My brake pedal does not want to let me do it, but I have to try. You can brake at 100 if you want to trail brake. You can't do it if you're not going to trail brake. That's the kicker. Oh, there's the off track. The lap's dirty. Alright, well, that's my qualifying session. 132.9. I am totally happy with that. How could I not be happy with that? It's the fastest I've ever gone around the track. And I've done over 50 laps around this track with this car this week. More than that. It's like it's about 18 laps per half hour. I've done 2 time trials, 2 races. So that's 60, 72, 74, 18, 36, 72. Not counting any practice. I've probably done 100 laps here, and that was my fastest. That's pretty awesome. You saw it here first. And the results say, oh guys, oh, I'm excited. It's not gonna hold. I know Tashin is faster than hell. Tashin down here. Oh, we got a dude that actually bought the Kia. That's a first. we've got a Kia on the track. Holy shit, that Kia's not slow. Well, yeah, it is. But look at the spread here. We got 136 is there's Tashin. I knew he was fast. 136 is like okay. 138 is not okay. 143 is. I mean, I'm not trying. Now I feel kind of bad. I'm not trying to just say like, oh, these guys blow, ha ha ha. It's more like they are going to be potential liabilities. As long as they can keep it on the track, I don't care because I won't catch up to them. This race isn't that long. But it does make me nervous. And given the speed of that Kia, unless it's like just ripping through tires, I can't imagine that I'll catch up with him either. 25-minute race, a minute-and-a-half lap, a 10-second differential means that over the course of 18 laps, they're going to lose about a minute-and-a-half on me. Oh. I just did the math. I might be catching up to those guys if I was able to do 132s consistently, or at least 10 seconds faster than consistently every lap. I might catch up to them right on the last lap, basically. I'm not too worried about that. But look at this spread. I'm in third. The guy in fourth and the guy in fifth are like right there. The top 5 are in the 132 crowd. Everybody else is 2 seconds off that, or a second and a half off of that. So that makes me feel pretty good about a top 5 finish. I think it means a podium is in the cards. I don't think first place is in the cards. I think Tashin's just going to run away from us like he does every time I race this guy. But that's okay. Alright, but here's hoping we have a good race, a nice clean race. Keep it safe, keep it on the track, bring it home in one piece. Alright. I'm kind of nervous. This race is hard. I don't know why when they say 25 minutes it makes me feel any different than when they say, 15 laps or whatever. It's about an 18-lap race for us in the Cadillac. But I think it's just the Cadillac. I don't think it has anything to do with the time. This thing will eat tires. That traction control system, it's good, but I think it causes a lot of tire chew. I think the ABS does too. And I use both of those way more than I should. I'm almost dependent on them. Part of me wants to blame my equipment, and I think my equipment is partially to blame, but only somewhat partially. Who's truly to blame is me. I need to work on my smoothness, I need to work on my braking, I need to work on my steering, I need to work on the whole damn thing. My corner exits are a little rough. Everything's still rough, You watch a guy do a lap, and you go, yep, that looks like my lap, except he's 5 seconds faster than you. That's smoothness. And technique. But a lot of that is, I think, just time in seat. Anyway, sorry I'm being a bit chatty, but I'm excited and nervous, and we are getting ready to get going. I'm starting on the inside of the corner of T1 on the guy that is supposed to... Oh, he's in fourth, so that makes sense. I have the defensive line if I want to try to use that. I don't know that I do, because the corner directly proceeding is a left, and we could end up being too wide all the way down to the chicane there on, like, turn 3 and 4-ish that you line them, And I don't want to be 2x2 through there. So something's going to have to just shake out. We'll just have to see how it goes. Knowing how nervous I get, I think I'll probably just screw it up and let him go past. Hopefully without crashing. Yeah, there's that self-deprecation that I know you all love. But man, okay. I am nervous. My last race didn't end well. It was really good right up to the ending. I don't think I streamed it, but it was really good. Anyway, let's see if we can have another good one. This is my 3rd race in the Cadillac. I'm pretty nervous. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so that's the guy in first. So as soon as he starts to pull away, he's the one that has to pull away, which gives me a great advantage here in third to just, if I can hit the gas right when he hits the gas, I might get a good run. Although I'm gonna have a terrible line into the straightaway, so if they gun it right now, I'm kind of boned. First doesn't want to gun it right now though, because yep, here we go. I hit the rev limiter. Dive bomber. That irritates me because that was just totally irresponsible driving. I had no choice but to let him have it because we would have both just died. I'm okay with that. That was the guy that I was thinking was probably going to get past me anyway. We can just race him now. We got plenty of time. Chili tires first lap. I'm feeling it for sure. TCS only does so much. Come on, let me have the draft. Don't be a pain in my butt. Oh, buddy. Okay. It's all up in the traction, or the ABS on that one, because this car was not stopping. Yeah, I have no sense of the threshold with this brake pedal, so it's very tough for me to threshold brake. I find it interesting that the race starts as a battle of who can go fastest in qualifying and ends in a battle of who can be consistent throughout the race. I have no assurances that these guys can remain consistent. I know Tashin can because I've seen it, but I don't know Gavin or Yao. Let me go with Yao. Early apex, not good. He's starting to get a bit of a gap on me. Sometimes that's just the reality. It didn't give me a gear. Every time you hear me rev like that, it's because I'm trying to shift. And you can count the revs and look at my rev limiter, or listen to the sound shift. It just didn't go into second. I needed it to do that. I don't like that guessing game with the shifter. Ooh, I hit the TCS on that one. That would have been stability control if this car had it. My tires are cooked. Okay, just need to chill out for a minute, unfortunately. I just need to do this corner nice and slow because my tires are not happy. And I don't want to exacerbate it this early in the race. Ooh, oh. Okay. That was the best save I could pull off right there. So we're not in the wall. Got an off track. I lost about 2 seconds to that shit. That's stupid. You know, that was just stupid, honestly. This might be a lonely race. It's not discounting mistakes yet. Those guys were battling pretty close. I mean, yeah, I mean, look at the relative. Those guys are not far off of each other. And we already know that Yao, yeah, we're going to go with Yao, has a penchant, at least a minor penchant for dive bombing, as he kind of did on me there. I really thought that was sort of shitty of him. Oh, look at that. Slow car on the right. It's Yao. He had a minute. He had a bit of a moment there apparently, but he got it back under control. So can't capitalize exactly, but we are closer to him now, which in the grand scheme of things doesn't mean a ton, but it could in the future, I guess. later in the race. We'll see if I can catch up to him. It's also a possibility he damaged his tires. Just take all that corner. How much corner do I want? I want all of it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
You know, I should probably be trail braking that corner too. It's not like if I screwed it up that it would be that bad. I'd just run wide, but there's the corner's so huge. I'd theoretically be able to recover. I'm going to work on my trail braking. Maybe our videos will focus a little bit more on trail braking. I might even do a video about just trying to do it, seeing what it looks like when you screw up, what to try to do. You know, not that you guys really need any tutelage from me. I'm not a master. I'm not an expert. I'm barely intermediate. I like to think of myself as intermediate compared to, you know, per capita. But that doesn't mean that I'm not a guru. But I do like to try to learn, and I'm happy to share those experiences with people if they're interested in sharing them with me. And that felt pretty good, and I'm still just dropping back. You know, Yao's just fast, and I'm guessing that he's a little unstable at the very least. He's shown that, but I mean, so have I. So again, not trying to compare. This isn't a dick measuring contest. I'm just saying. He's shown moments of instability. Oh, I needed to use the brake in mid-corner there to get it around, and whew, man, I started bucking like a bronco. Andre has been slowly catching me up, and that's disheartening. Put a little trail brake in there, just to see what would happen. I know this isn't a good time for experimentation, but Andre's going to catch me up if I don't. I don't want to be defending for as many laps as I could be. We're on lap 5 right now, and as I said earlier, I guesstimate this at about an 18-lap race. It's technically a timed race, but it seems like it comes down to about 18 laps. Oh, Andre is just... He was one of the ones that qualified in the 32s, you know, and he's going to be... You can already be reasonably assured that he's going to be hard to hold off. If I can't find more pace. Oh, well, that's one way to find more pace. Oh! Yeah, I went around. Okay. Well, for the moment, Andre is now Yao's problem, at least for now. I'm glad he didn't pull back on track. I don't know where I guess my spotter went on vacation because I didn't get a notification that he had gone off track, or I was talking too much and just missed it. Again, my spotter might be out back smoking the crack. I'm told that's a pretty common glitch in iRacing, which is irritating, but third place finish, I'd be over the moon. I really don't have high expectations for my finishing position in this race. Top 5 would be, I think, acceptable. I would consider that a quote-unquote victory. I would be happy with that. Anything beyond the top 5, I'm going to be quite disappointed. But I think barring any crucial mistakes, I think top 5 is almost a lock. Podium would be amazing. Okay, Yao is behind Andre. All I can hope is that Yao is as fast as he seems like he is. He can catch Andre and they can start battling out. I think they're close enough in speed that there could be a legitimate battle there. And if so, it's going to slow both of them down for a while. Man, I'm drifting. There's so many laps left. If this ended now, I'd be so happy to just take third, but I have to play the long game. And the long game is in part driving safely, which I know is slow. 134.1s aren't exactly barn burners. It means trying the best I can to conserve tires. I think more about my tires in a race now than I ever have. This Cadillac makes me think about my tires. I blame the Cadillac. There we go, that was a 133. Oh, right, the 133 is just barely. But I think that's my race pace, it's about a 134. And if that's fast, great. If it's not, great. I don't care. This is my pace. We'll see if that's good enough to get me something. Little trail. There we go. Up to, yep, that's a little deep, but not too bad. There we go. Keep it nice and wide, and just run the gas, unwind the wheel and run the gas, and just try really hard. You can go to traction control so quickly in that corner, and the line is so thin. You want to be as close up to that line as you can, where you're almost engaging traction control, but it doesn't quite. I was talking with another guy who is faster than I am the other day, and he was saying how traction control is a bit of a bane in these fixed setup races. He wishes you could adjust it. You know, I know fixed setup adjusting, that seems like an oxymoron, but for some of these things I think it makes sense. Tire pressure and the assists, I think it's reasonable to say, yeah, I won't adjust those. That said, if you could adjust them, then I think it would force everyone to run like very little traction control and stability control, and I imagine that's what iRacing is trying to avoid. We are in the lower groups, and once you get to the higher groups, fixed races aren't really a thing, as far as I understand, so. And he was saying that, and honestly, the way I drive, I think I'd want to have it all turned way up anyway. There, I think it just saved me there again. I think this car would be it would spin like a top if I had no traction control. Maybe I'd have the potential to go faster, but I'm not going to go faster on average over 18 laps. I'm going to crash and die in 18 laps, so what's the point? I have a hard time finishing a race. Especially at the end. We'll see when we get to the end of this thing, man. The tires are gone. They're just not there. I'm terrified for the end of this race. I've got 10 laps to go, and when we're nearing the halfway point, I'm not going to check the time. I can at this straightaway, I guess. But we should be nearing the halfway point, and honestly, I'm not looking forward to the end because it is vicious the last couple of laps. The braking just goes away. Your steering just goes away, and you're like, every corner becomes this dance with the devil to try to not crash, at least for me. That could just be because I'm a scrub, but I really feel that way about it. That felt good. I don't think I whipped the tires too hard there. They did what I asked of them. Early apex, don't want that. But, well, you want to go kind of early there because you have the big green runoff. But you can't really you can't really smash the gas while you're on the green runoff, so that did feel pretty okay. Oh, whoa, just way overdrove the corner. I didn't use the brakes nearly enough there. I'm going to lose a lot of time for that. Easy now. Just about got back into it while I could hear the car was, or feel the car was starting to slide a little bit. I would have been way out. I would have been into the traction control and maybe have lost control. That would have ended in disaster. Ooh. I wish I could say I caught that drift, but the traction control did. Come on, Yao, get up to Andre and battle him before he catches me. I'm gonna have to back Andre into Yao. I don't want to have to do that. I'll pull a Kimi Räikkönen. I don't want to have to do that, but Yao isn't getting it done. I'm surprised too, because he was showing a lot of pace earlier, but I wonder, maybe he might have damaged his car. I really don't know the situation. His tires might be feeling really bad right now. If that's the case, then he's boned, because there's a lot of race left. If your tires are feeling bad now, just wait till 10 laps from now. Alright, I'll check the timer. We have 10 minutes and 53 seconds to go, so we are past the halfway point, but only barely. I don't know if I should be doing this corner in the third. I think I used to do it in the third, I don't think it would work very well here. Well, for what it's worth, I'm being pretty consistent. I'm staying right in between 134.5 and about 134 flat. I know that by some standards that's not consistent at all, that's all over the place, but for my standards that's pretty good. I'm basically getting very similar lap times, usually in the 134.25 range. I'm pretty happy with that, I guess. I mean, I wish it was faster, but I don't know that I have faith that the tires will hold up. So I'm driving as fast as I think I can that it will still, while I'll end the race while I still have a little bit of rubber on these things. Oh shit, they're right there. Man, I hadn't noticed them yet. I looked at my rearview mirror and they're like right there. And it looks like Yao has caught Andre. Well, if Andre's got to deal with me, then I'm pretty sure that Yao's definitely going to catch him. And he's only 0.5 off, so yeah, they're on each other now. A little late on the gas there, I think. But I'm feeling cautious suddenly. Oh, I had to lift off the gas. I know that makes you lose lots of time. I'm not trying to drive like a clod. I don't know why during the race it's so hard to replicate what I do in qualifying. I think it's just the tires. I think once the tires start to get warm, I have a lot of trouble, and I like to hope that's just a thing about practice. Oh god, we have back markers. One of them is the Kia. I caught that Kia awfully quick. I wonder if he got wrecked. Given that he qualified better than some of the Cadillacs, I can imagine. These guys are going to be itching to get past me. Oh, Jesus, don't hit me, please. Well, I think he hit me, but... Yeah, he even apologized, but it didn't register in my game, so that's interesting. Yeah, I kind of decided to go defensive a little late there. I didn't show intent, and that was probably a mistake of mine, but... Yeah, my spotter came back. He got done with his crack sesh. Once again, failed to go defensive, but he was pretty far back, so I decided not to. I'm going to go defensive. I'm going to try to drive defensively because I've not got a lot of practice with that, but it's going to be dangerous because I don't have any practice with that. Not really. Okay, we're going to go defensive into this corner. Yes. I think this is going to prove to be a pretty tough track to pass at. Oh, man, that traction control hit me hard. He couldn't get around me. Oh, really? I just hit that guy. I think. Or he spun or something. I don't know what the hell happened, but I didn't register as me hitting him, but I just saw him spin, and I knew I was close to him, and I was getting nervous. But he just did stupid things. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know if I should apologize for that or what, but I feel like that wasn't entirely my fault, so... I'm going to make it very hard to pass. That's my goal here. Oh, Jesus. Well, that's not going to help. Well, I can't stop him now. I have to pick a side, so I'm going to pick this side. I'm not going to block him. I just need to pick a side. That's what I did about it. As soon as I realized what I had to do, I picked my side. What happened? He just disappeared. I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, he had a moment in that corner. He just lost it. I don't know, that's weird. I can't look at my relative right now. I want to know what's going on, but I can't look. Okay, yeah, Gavin is still running away. Tashin is faster than hell. Andre is 1-2 down, so I don't know what's going on with that, but it works for me. I'm going to assume, against all odds, that Kia just lost control and crashed. Alternatively, I'm in God mode, which I don't know any cheats for that, so that would mean somebody else put me in God mode, and I am impervious to damage, and don't feel any crashing, because I thought I got bumped, and you know, he apologized, but I didn't get any points or any report of a contact or anything. And then I kind of thought I bumped the Kia, and I might have, but it didn't register at all. It didn't make the crunching noise like it's supposed to. It didn't do anything. I got 0 points of contact for that. So, oh, there's Yao. Yao died. Yao's in the pits. He's done. That means a top 4 is really on the table. And if we're going to be really honest with ourselves, it's not going to be a 1 or a 2, so the battle is now for 3rd between me and Andre. Okay, Craig there, I believe, is the one who just got the yellow flag. He must have fallen off the course there for a minute. I don't have a headlight flashing button. I'd really like to have one for this moment in time. I should probably assign that to one of my more random buttons. Just so I can, you know, show intent to get the hell out of my way. That didn't make any sense, but I think you guys know what I mean. I'm just going to take him at the straight. I'm sure he'll let me by. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he went in, he pulled over the right for me there. That was really well done. I think that's the thing when you're going to pass a blue flag, that it's like, you know, you can't expect him to move over right away. You're gonna lose time. I mean, always expect to lose time. Be pleasantly surprised in the instances where you don't lose any time at all. But they get over when they can. Yao is out in front of Andre as a lapped traffic driver. This is compelling. I can't imagine he's going to be a D about it, but I can kind of sort of quietly hope that he is. I shouldn't do that because it seems like that kind of karma might come back around, but I shouldn't have gone to the 3rd there. That was dumb. Spending time in neutral that could have been on the gas. Now, by the way, the laps have been melting away. It is now lap 15. We are about to complete lap 15, which I think means there's approximately 3 laps left in the race. That is extremely exciting because we are sitting in 3rd right now with a decent gap. Sure, I'm slow. I'll be the first to say it. But am I lose over a second a lap against Andre, who has to go through a blue flag slow? Well, I don't know. I don't think so. Also, it should be worth mentioning that my tires feel great right now. They've felt consistent the entire race, and unless they just start to fall off right now, which would be surprising to me, it looks like my strategy of conserving tires or sort of keeping them healthy and happy has worked out flawlessly. I think I've been braking fairly early for some of these corners, like that one. Uh-oh. Somebody did something wrong. That's Matthew apologizing to Tashin vigorously. I assume maybe he just made it hard to pass, or maybe he took Tashin out. I'm about to just let Yao go, because it doesn't do me any good to race him. And the worst case scenario for me is that he crashes me or something. Oof, I just went by there. It doesn't do me any good to battle him, so What I do get right now, though, what this does me, though, is now I have draft. That's something. That's not for nothing. Oh, he just ran way wide there. As long as he doesn't start slowing me up, I'm not going to be trying to get him to move. I lost some time to Andre for that courtesy that I did. Oh, white flag. This is the last lap. I just have to stay 3 seconds ahead of Andre, and we are on the podium. Guys, I'm feeling good about this. I don't see how this could go too wrong. Especially now that I got a toe. Oh man, he takes that way too wide. That's not the line. Alright, the tires are finally starting to give out just a wee bit. But I think they deserve to be a little bit bitchy now. It's been a long race. They've done a handsome job. Oh, traction control drift. I think he broke way too late there. Yeah, he made it work. Can't fault him for that. Alright, barring any stupidity in this, I got 3 corners to go, and I get myself a pretty little trophy. Figuratively speaking. Oh wow, I really was not counting on getting 3rd. I was thinking I was going to get 5th. I'm pretty excited here. This was just really great. And one last corner, and we're through. Awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. What a race. What a race. That was just good. Oh wow. Not really any incidents that I feel like need to be going back and reviewed. I could go back and see if I hit that Hyundai. But I don't even know how I'd find that lap. I don't remember what lap it was, and I didn't get any incident for it, so there's not really much to say. I believe I had... Did I have 3 incidents that race? Yeah, I must have. That's not bad. Wow. Okay, what a race. Well, anyway, that's all for me. Thank you guys for watching, for joining me. I do hope you enjoy this. And naturally, I'll be back with more iRacing content in the near future. Have a great evening.